Gotro in for Josh. There is a risk for some severe weather today, an enhanced risk. Basically, what that means is we could see some gusty winds and an isolated tornado somewhere along the Gulf Coast. Now, these are somewhat common, the enhanced risk, kind of a 3 out of 5. Whereas you think of last February with the tornadoes, that was a 4 out of 5. River levels are likely going to stay below flood stage, so that's good. The only area we're looking at is the Tangipahoa at Robert. That could go a foot above flood stage today. That's when it's supposed to crest. And then it looks like we have a little bit of sunshine and even a chill on the way. Right now, 68 degrees at the moment, looking at some clouds and a little bit of fog across the area. Nothing too crazy though with the fog. East-southeast winds around 7 miles per hour. Here's the system over East Texas now. This system will be moving our way, and as it gets into that warm, unstable air mass across southeast Louisiana, could see a couple strong storms out of it. Until then, expect some scattered, spotty showers like we're seeing now across portions of the Florida parishes. Now, as we move into the late morning hours, could see a little bit more spotty showers until that line of storms comes through around lunchtime, give or take a couple hours. And as we look at the system, you can see the Futurecast really starting to kind of break it up a little bit, which is good news. But again, you don't want to take everything from the computer. You want to use a little bit of meteorological background behind this when you're forecasting. So not completely set on this yet, but it looks like it could be possible. 73 degrees is the high today. Again, some thunderstorms, a few of those could be strong. And as we move into the overnight hours, things eventually begin to clear a little bit, not completely, with a low of 57 degrees, light southwest winds. Here's your 7-day forecast. Wet today. Then we're looking at a little bit more sunshine Tuesday through Wednesday, and then another front comes through, a dry one, but it will cool us down to perhaps only the 50s, and some days might even struggle to reach the 50s toward the end of the week. Lows will be back into the 30s, so feeling a little bit more like January, with a little bit of wet weather coming in potentially by the weekend. Your traffic situation this morning hasn't been too bad. We haven't seen too many backups. We've been seeing a lot of green on the map. So right now, if you're north Baton Rouge, doesn't look like you'll run into any problems there on 110 near the South Capitol access or near the airport. Zooming out a little bit, if you're taking your commute this morning from Denham Springs, everything looking good so far this morning, either eastbound or westbound. Right now, the commute's about 19 minutes from down toward Gonzales up toward the Baton Rouge area. So things are looking good both ways that way. And then again, about 11 minutes from Range and Denham Springs over toward the split. So looking good there. And the bridge looking good so far this morning as well. Not seeing any backup there. So that is definitely some good news. Might have to run into a little bit of light fog. Let's go ahead and take a look at the traffic cameras. You can see some light fog across the area. Nothing too intense. And the roads are a little wet from some earlier showers. As far as rain this morning, might dodge a few spotty showers. But other than that, really not expecting weather to impact your commute this morning. Now, around lunchtime, you might want to just pack a lunch today. That way you don't have to go